You know, I'm just trying to enjoy my day. Work out 4 times, hang out with my son, screw with my wife a little bit, but no. Gary Gensler's got to mess it up by issuing a WHALES notice to Uniswap. The market reacted and pulled out a bunch of money. So what is Gary up to now? Let's explore the news and find out. For real, I just wanted to chill the F out today, but no. Gary's got to do something stupid, and yeah, Wells notice is pretty bad. We'll get into that, but first, your comments. Jeremy Touche starts it off with support for the channel. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I greatly appreciate it. Jeremy says, haven't heard Afro Circus Polka Dot in a while. Anytime you mention the government, I hear that song in my head. Jeremy, now I feel bad because the story I'm bringing up is more Afro Circus from the government. Okay, so you know how the SEC got their hands slapped recently, right? Because they went after someone and they used some falsified claims, you know, to get all the subpoenas and stuff. And the judge came back and was like, yo, that was pretty bad. It was against Debtbox, okay? So now the SEC is going after DeFi. You know what? Screw the HEMAP, right? The SEC is going after DeFi. Let's see. Bitcoin having 8 hours, 5 days. Awesome. Rock on. Okay. Uniswap and a Wells notice. So essentially what a Wells notice is that they've investigated you and they're going to bring enforcement action. Yeah, that's not good. Now, it's against DeFi, which I think a lot of us out here are going to be like, oh, crap, not DeFi in the United States. Yeah, DeFi in the United States, but the effect is felt globally. Uniswap at one point crashed 17%. Whales cashing out. Okay, got it up on the screen. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, and by the way, as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my others, will be linked in the description below. DeFi Llama is always legit if you want to hang out and get some cool stats. You get some volume action here, just kind of showing you some TVL action. But anyway, so the SEC is planning to do some enforcement action against them. This is against DeFi. Crypto leaders are sitting there like, dude, we'll back you up. Well, obviously you got to back them up because this is DeFi. I mean, do you know how many chains this would touch if it goes from Uniswap and just spreads like a freaking virus? Read this tweet from Dave Ripley, and then I'm going to share with you Brian Armstrong's reaction. Dave Ripley says, the SEC is now attacking Uniswap. Just weeks after a judge dismissed the SEC for litigation on on-chain non-custodial wallet. Targeting an on-chain network will see a similar fate, a gross abuse of power. Not my words, but those of a judge describing the SEC's action. Actually, those be my words as well. Still proud of the freedom upon which the U.S. is built despite these attempts to destroy it. Yeah, I like DeFi. I think DeFi's got a definite place in this world because I don't think things need to be centralized necessarily when it comes to money. And if you spread the risk pool out large enough, you can really mitigate quite a bit of risk here. I mean, how many centralized banks have gone down? Centralized traditional finance places. What about the S's, Silicon Valley, right? The S banks. And they found out, they're like, dude, that really didn't have anything to do with crypto. That was just them being stupid with their money. So DeFi being attacked, you got Brian Armstrong coming up. This is, I stand with crypto in this November election. Will you? I mean, yeah, I get it. But remember, if you want new regs, you're going to have the House, the Senate, and El Presidente all be from the same party. And we know the party it's going to have to be from. And it's not me picking sides. It's just me reporting on this for how many years. Because we've done the live streams on this channel where we've watched the hearings. See, and that's the joy of this channel, right? You get to have some fun. We get some laughs. We kind of make some jokes, some naughtiness. I feel bad because Jeremy's like, crap. More government crap. And I'm like, damn it, Jeremy. I'm sorry, dude. And so, yeah, I stand up with crypto. Cool. Hayden Adams, today Uniswap Labs received a Wells notice from the SEC. I'm not surprised, just annoyed, disappointed, and ready to fight. Yeah, but it still drains you money, right? Uniswap crashes 17%. According to data from Look On Chain, 3 major holders offloaded a total of 2 million Uni tokens at 20 million, precipitating 17% in the price of Uni. Additionally, 2 whale addresses transferred 1.25 million Uni tokens worth 11 million to Binance. Their potential profit from selling these tokens approximate 3.5 million. So anyways, money moving. So the SEC's damage already comes, and you could see it in the L price arena. It has recovered for some of its like low lows, but like 880s. So I mean, it's up a little bit from that, but I mean that's a pretty stark, kind of decline right there. But this is against DeFi. And like I know a lot of us, and you know what? Let's go big screen so we can get a little intimate here, okay? Let's hang out with each other. Now I understand that we all don't see eye to eye with all the topics across crypto, but I bet you we all can agree on that this attack on DeFi is not a good thing, and it just more emphasizes the need for updated regulations. And even if you can't get, all three sides controlled by one party, why can't we have both sides work together? Like, seriously, I know it's not an option because this is an election year, and let's be honest, when do they ever work together? Whenever they do, there's so much pork in the bill, and for those of you not from the United States, there's so much extra money, so much extra garbage in there that the taxpayer foots the bill for. Bridges to nowhere. Bridges to my... Yes, yeah, I'm keeping it cool. It's Thursday. I told you I wanted to chill Thursday. But it's an attack on DeFi, and we're like all fans of that, and we're all fans of like the different uses. Whether the DeFi is way for you to play mirrored assets or DeFi lending protocols. DeFi is legit. I don't necessarily need the government knowing about everything I'm doing with my money. I don't necessarily need it to all be this way or that way. What if there are things that I want to keep private in my life? I think that's kind of where this whole thing comes down to, is people are starting to see it as an attack on privacy. What rights do governments really have to know everything about us? That's not healthy. That's not safe. There has to be a give and take, and we're not getting the transparency from them. So I'm kind of looking at this going, well, gentlemen, ladies, you're spending my money like a bunch of drunken sailors. I did it again. I read the comments. Someone commented and saying, dude, stop it with the drunken sailors. You're making it bad for us. But that made me laugh, so I'm going to do it again. But yeah, they're spending money like drunken sailors, and I love the Navy. Thank you very much. And it's and you want us to not have the ability to maybe not have you see things through the DeFi portal? Shame on you. And Jeremy's right, with the whole Afro Circus thing, because it's not like both sides are working together. And it's not like there's a give and a take, because you know what? All right, cool. You give me DeFi, maybe I'll give you something back, government. Maybe I'll support you more. And it's a two-way street, and the communication has to be two ways. So yeah, a WHALES notice for Uniswap is bad for all of us. Even if I know you're like, Klaus, you just troll a lot. And I do. I have a lot of fun. I admit it. I also run a lot too. So it's kind of, a balance in life, yin and yang type thing. But it's an attack on not just freedom, but balance. And I don't like that, because once you lose something, right? Once that government takes that little step, you never get it back. You don't. We all remember the gross abuse of powers during the Rona. What about the gross abuse of powers during the whole 9/11 action? We've dealt with government taking inches and inches and inches, and it's add up to feet, and that adds up to yards. And look what we're asking for. Leave DeFi alone? Is that too much for you to kind of back off on, considering you've basically taken everything else? And this is me talking from a country that has it pretty easy, pretty good. So now I feel like a piece of crap, because I know there's viewers out there. We had one from Iran on the stream the other day that was like, dude, it's hard to get internet here. It's hard to get information here. And I'm like, I understand. And then I'm like, wow, that just puts stuff into perspective. So there's places and there's overreach, and there's situations like this that I think just bring us all together. And I'm going to keep bringing the updates on this story. I know it's not good news. I'm sorry. I could try it. I could redo this whole video and smile and laugh during it, and do a bunch of Wang jokes, bring Mr. Krabs and Patrick hanging out. By the way, this is Cowboy Patrick, so I could bring my friends out to make it easier, but it wouldn't soften the blow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pound down some electrolytes. I got a little bit of Pilates to do today. I had 4 training sessions, so I got to kind of work through flexibility and strength through my joints. Come on, you got to be healthy, body, mind, and spirit, right? All that kind of fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I'm gonna have some couch time tonight, and I'm going to be reading through the comments. I want to know how you feel about this attack on DeFi. I'll catch y'all later.